Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and why you look like you've just taken on a gladiator and lost? I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life. Oh,
yep.
I guess how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
I'm gonna have to go.
And since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
Oh. Okay, I think I get it now.
Just attach
the
rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
So we going now.
See you around.
Wait, so did I keep all my... Yep, I kept all my money. So does that mean, So I gotta do certain stuff before nighttime hits, huh? Oh, and all the money comes back. Bet. Oh boy, am I about to have some fun here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be that foolish. But yeah, that's crazy. So the money returns. Yeah, I was gonna say, where's treasure chest at? Bro, I am taking all this, bro, I'm taking all this treasure. I'm not playing with folks. That's why. But am I still losing health? Oh damn. Am I gonna find a boat at though? That remind me of some old Job Corps shit, bro. Cause used to be people that used to do that shit like in the showers. And I just end up back here. Okay, well that works. Cool. Do this.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. You mean, how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Sure,
All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done.
Chose the cart, didn't you?
Of course I chose the cart. I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber. Dived in after it, hoping to salvage my fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank not far from here with nothing in the world but a single silver coin. Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here. Very well. Another time.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that Culus cubulates Decius won't give it to me. It's too late. She just slipped away. She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath. Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetic tutor and scratching his eyes out.
See what I can do.
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
How did you
My
end up here?
husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here.
Fair enough. Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Say what you will about this place, at least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it. Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying, but I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain. I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
I suppose. Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
Man, what's your story, bro?
Talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
Wait, how'd you end up here?
Same way as everyone else.
Cool. You don't have a weapon?
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now. because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious? If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
What are you suffering from?
Nobody is supposed to know about that. Did Lucretia tell you?
Figured it out on my own.
Look, I haven't been at my best lately. All my joints ache constantly, and the pain. It has a way of messing with your head. I get stirred up by things that shouldn't bother me, and then there's the statues and my doubts about my faith. And I just want to scream. You want to help me? Do what Lucretia hasn't been able to do, and find me something to make the pain go away. Until then, get out of my face. You again. Whatever.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Daisies, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
A new face. Salve, and welcome to a little You're... Oh. Nice to...
Well, I gotta just... Oh, wait. I think I know who that is, too. So I just got to, damn.
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths. Thank you.
Now go in there.
Why?
Just trust me.
All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be careful.
Okay. Man, about to cause issues too.
Cerberus lifts his dribble head and lets out his
What shit is this?
braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over
Rufus.
a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
Okay, cool.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives.
So wait, do I not have to worry about that now? Bro, I swear. At least I know who it is now, so that's Rufus. Oh, so I gotta run down there.
Hello?
Hey. So run up through there. I gotta run through there. Okay. That's the what's the name door, right? Not going in there then. Bro, how am I gonna get a bow made though? So that dude's still in the bathhouse. This is what's the name guy? Oh, here we go.
Welcome back. Look, I haven't... And then I saw... but that kind of needless... Nice of you, in any case. Or at... it's not just graffiti. The strength I've never... If I had... Strange bunch. If there are all I know. Really? Who is it?
Yep.
You went snooping in his place? That was risky. We're lucky you didn't cross any lines. Have you spoken to him about it?
Yeah.
Talked to him myself. But I think that would just inflame the situation. It's probably best if you do it, if you don't mind. Nice to talk to you.
Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
What's this about?
I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
Alright, lead the
Follow
way.
me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule.
Isn't the great
Let me see if I can
temple
explain it
majestic?
this way.
I speak with it.
Fresh meat, huh? Hey, Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I'm a stoic, remember?
If the old man couldn't even keep his own daughter safe, how can anyone trust him to keep us safe, eh?
Why do I get the feeling you lot had something to do with Centilla's disappearance?
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something to that poor, sweet girl, not even the Golden Rule is gonna protect you. Got it?
As if I'd be afraid of you, little man.
What now? I'm a legionary of the 1st Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughter, I should say, and the others, and making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals. I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over.
Nice. Damn.
She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now.
Or probably going through all the orgies.
My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl and pick up a little pendant from a silversmith. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire. People were screaming, trampling each other. Then some Genetricum Futurture tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my pendant. I remember chasing him through the crowds, down towards the river. And then, nothing. Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose.
Yes, I hear about that, bro.
As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens the mind as labor does the body. That said, Centilla's disappearance has been more difficult than I'd care to admit.
I bet.
He's one of the better commanders I've ever had, that's for sure. Good stoic. Lives by Seneca's words. Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Can't ask for much more than that. I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Prisons in the warehouse. So restricted. Give me that. Yeah, I'll make sure to give it back to you by tomorrow.
You said it like that. But whatever. What business is that of yours?
Looking for her.
A lot of people have been looking for her. But it's been 3 weeks, and we've found nothing. What makes you think you can do better?
Fresh eyes, girl.
I suppose that's true.
Let's see if he finds out the bluff.
If you're accusing me of a crime, you'd better have something to back it up.
Bro, I was just asking.
Worth a try, I suppose.
Fell right for that too. Do you know is anything suspicious?
Always a kind, well-behaved young woman. I admit, her disappearance really caught me off guard. If anyone knows something, I'd expect it to be Sentia, Malleolus, Claudia, or Domitius. But none of them will tell me anything. You might fare better though, I suppose. Fine. Not that it's any of your business, but my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius. Unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today. See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery, and intimidation. The man's a savage, but he's a gladiator, so people fear and respect him more than they should. Sentius knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus. This place will be different with that sleaze at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change. I appreciate the thought, but you're new here, and I just can't see how you could make an impact in the time between now and the election this afternoon. In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal Priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings.
Cool.
All right.
Shall we go now?
Please keep an eye out for anything that might lead us to Scintilla.
Fresh meat, huh?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Oh my. I take it. I suppose you But let's... You know... Karen, you say? Why is that? The meat? So your people make high... I apologize. Have you... Good. You have? Then what is it? Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
That's all I know so far.
There are definitely some common threads there. But I think we'll need at least a few to ensure we're not just seeing coincidences. Keep asking people how they wound up here. I don't want us to rush to any conclusions yet. Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind and dictates we should be sure. Yes, you should ask the others first. And did you notice anything? A pattern? There are... Keep asking. Must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
Did I nominate somebody?
Assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination. I like the idea, but I know Galerius well, and his position has always been that he won't run unless Malleolus withdraws. It was only yesterday that he said to me he'd only ever run if it was absolutely necessary to make sure Sentius wasn't re-elected. So, I suppose if you'd like to see Galerius elected magistrate, you'd need to persuade Malleolus to withdraw somehow.
Cool.
Certainly. Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Gotta be another way in here. Might as well see if this what's the name John work. Alright, so it's not dusk yet, so we're still good.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far? Another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
Yeah.
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labour for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
What do you end up here?
Much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place. Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
Get off to me, guys.
Yes, of course. A slip of the tongue. If you like.
So what do you think about it?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin? You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer. If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here.
Okay.
Unless, of course, there's some kind of divine intervention.
Yeah, it's gonna be something alright.
I wish I shared your faith. Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
You can stay from
Thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
I'm going to Cap.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh, no. No. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him. Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
Nah, bro. Nah.
You're not going to trick me. I'm no coward. I intend to go through with it.
I think there's just reason to stay alive, though.
I'm stuck slaving away for that culus cumulatis for the rest of my life. What do I have to live for? You're just saying that to buy time. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Please, no!
Oh, shit.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
Wait, his suicide didn't break the golden rule. What does that mean?
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the golden rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine. I'll have to let everyone know what's happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Why you asked me to do? Oh, shit.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes, yes. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above? That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
What's your story, bro?
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
What do you do if you win now?
I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
How will you do that, though?
By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
Makes you think it's not real, though.
The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
Yeah, it's definitely real.
Nonsense. There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already.
So, yeah, what exactly would it take? Because it's like I'm reliving the same. Yeah, because me just telling them I'm reliving the same day.
Surely you're not one of those people who believes everything you read. As if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down.
Alright, bet. So.
What? Oh, I see what's happening here. Another poor, vulnerable soul taken in by Sentius's machinations. He won't get away with this much longer. I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that
he is trying,
giving them the freedom to do as they wish.
Okay, so I found this book.
That book next to a golden statue in the theater. Tell me, how do you know that statue wasn't put there by Sentius himself? You can't know, can you?
Oh my god, bro.
True, but that is simply because you are mistaken.
Okay, do you know about so-and-so's experience?
But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect his daughter, how can we trust him to protect this city?
What are you telling me?
If you're trying to find her, you may wish to check the cisterns beneath this villa. Domitius says he saw a body there some weeks back. Of course, just to be clear, I take no responsibility for what happens to you down there.
Well,
I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Cross the line. Get out of there.
Still here.
My bad, bro. I don't know how to leave out of here. Where the door at?
You again. What is... I trust you can see yourself through.
How do I even get out of here? Just through the door and there's a key. I gotta go up this way. Bro, this whole city corrupt as hell. Bro, where is this door at?
You again. I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
I think through what door? Alright. Wait, how did I not see this?
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored. And now...
There's a key beside it.
Now, I make this promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. And, yes, no portion.
Wait, does this key work up here too or not? Oh shit, it do.
What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be in here. Talk. What business could you possibly have with me?
What is your story?
I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I am receiving strange men in private. My marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much.
My bad, bro. Well, miss. My bad, miss. I'm sorry. But excuse me, miss. I saw you from across the room.
Beautiful thing from next door. Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never lay a finger on that poor, sweet child.
Pick your eyes on, though.
I've had quite enough of this. Domitius, come quickly. We're being robbed.
Oh. Well, I'm gone.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little stirkers? If I cop an earful from Malio...
No time! I got 2 dip! Where Wolf is that?
Greetings and salutations.
Oh, just see. Oh no, that's not.
Salve. Ah, that's terrible. Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii. Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it.
Did you hear that?
What?
Whisper.
You sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navia on our hands. Well, she claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this Silphium or not?
Yeah, about just taking a set.
Did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want?
Yep. No, you ain't even have to tell me. Yeah, you don't know that for sure. I'm taking my chances.
There.
Alright, bet. Bro, I am about to dip. Where is that? Where is that? Cause this man not gonna like me. Blocker.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh shit. Where? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Bro, they sending me everywhere, but okay, bet. Whoa. Move, move. Bro, I was gonna do this right off rip too. And I'm gone. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, y'all gotta give me props for that, bro. Yo, I've been clutch with that shit, bro. They have not killed me. They only killed me that one time. I did not play with them. Shit, okay, I was like, yo, where does the remote go? Cause I don't know if y'all know, but like I play this through my actual television. Like everything's like connected to the TV. So I'm gonna create a new save.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and why you look like you've just taken on a gladiator and lost?
So I want to talk to you.
What did you want to know? I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting... But from what maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. That's good enough for me.
I don't think he's
How did you know that? I mean, I don't like the man, but I don't see how you could know a thing like that. I suppose you're right.
Oh, there we go. Bro, and I got so much stuff from that last one too.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the gold. All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from...
That's the idea.
What?
Why do you... I'm sorry.
Please, help. Thank you. And please...
You know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone.
Never believe me if I told you.
If you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over.
Maybe I can help you solve that problem.
Late for that. Yulia and I made a pact. And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning. If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her. I can't do that.
Go back out with her.
No. Time's up. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Orpheus, no! I'll have to let everyone know what's happened, and I...
Don't tell me to jump again. So with my health. That's the only thing I hate. So I can't view my health in this game. I probably have to go to that what's the name place and get some more health. Oh wait, what's this? Oh. Oh wait, so my health went back up. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna keep taking items. So I'll just go the other way first. Oh yeah. Well, trying to see how much money I got. Almost got a decent amount. Reese's. That was cool as hell. Wait a minute. Steps are that way. Wait, where am I at? It's a whole nother pathway. Why don't you jump over? Oh, so that's how I get. Oh, so that's how you get to there? Okay.
Thea is proof of a degenerate. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please. Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything
Don't mind
wrong.
me. I just live here.
One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want? I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that? Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation? I trust you can see yourself out.
Whatever.
Oh, look, you're back. How lucky. I trust.
Put the hands up these steps.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name? A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains many hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise.
What's this, the real world?
And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Can't say I have.
But until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away. Intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries. I'm glad you agree. The key things to remember are that we have laws forbidding treason and blasphemy, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson and so on. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you. You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
Yep.
2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us, of this city?
I've been trying to go on statues.
Our downfall 1,000 times, but it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
How does this ritual work?
All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
I did see him. Yeah, matter of fact, I did.
I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
Do my best.
I suppose that's all I can ask for. Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
You have any suspects?
You ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes.
So pretty much now.
Ah, so you know about that already. It's a devastating loss, of course, but that was over 3 weeks ago, and whatever happened to her, it didn't break the Golden Rule, so I don't think it's connected with our imminent demise. Still, if you happen to find her and return her to me, I would be eternally grateful.
How do I know, though?
Why would you suspect me? I've just told you. I'm about to sacrifice my own life to ensure these people have a second chance. What reason could you possibly have to suspect me, of all people?
Fair point.
I'm glad you think so. Without trust, without each other, we won't be able to prevent what is about to happen.
Alright, come on, tell me what you really think, bro.
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you. Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the Golden Rule? Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
Yeah, tell me about the assassin.
One last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
See what I can do.
Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news about your investigation?
Oh yeah, definitely like you releasing
Willius. Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
What exactly do you do?
I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic. The law of the 12 Tables would have required that he be killed as soon as he was born, owing to his deformities. Here we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able to continue living. A privilege that would be taken away from all of us were he to be released and commit the crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker. I will jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Now, was there something else? Of course, what is it? Yes? What? An assassin? What are you talking about? Then what are you doing here talking to me? Why aren't you out there trying to stop him? You'd best go. Quickly.
I don't got a weapon.
Magistrate, I hereby declare him an enemy of Rome and authorize his execution by your hand. Forthwith.
How would I do that?
I can. Despite my weapons ban, it's been my experience one can always find a weapon if one looks hard enough.
Is you, bro? I changed my mind.
Very well. It looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask? Thank you. I'll be...
Man, fuck it. Like, bro. I can't believe you. Bro, that note sounds cappish as hell. Bro, why this man got so much stuff? Bro, I'd rob him. That'd not be a good idea.
Oh, look, you're back. You know, some people say... Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's... I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job. Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving. Oh,
that's definitely real.
I'll just have to take the word of a know-nothing barbarian who just arrived, will I?
Well, got to be gone.
You can see yourself out.
Yeah, I can. You broke as shit. Yeah, she is broke as hell. And you got the nerve to be trying to disrespect me out here in these parts, yo. Not gonna lie, kinda tempted to grab another one of those jar things.
Citizen?
I didn't realize that was him this whole time.
What were you two talking about?
Sorry, what?
Play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him?
This is worth to you.
Bit of a fauna career. We've lined up all the votes we need already. Mark my words, Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it, but I
made a big mistake. Malleolus is going to hear all about this, and he'll make you suffer the tortures of Tartarus while you're still alive.
Luck with that.
Medite.
On your best behaviour, I trust. What now? All right.
A new face. Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed? Yes, I suppose that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we? What else? Yes, I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else? Keep living. Come.
On your best behaviour, I trust.
Os in Coolio mio.
What business is... Oh. No, it's not that. We all care for... But I learned long ago not to dwell on things beyond... But I don't... If you're grasping at straws and it's...
Citizen. Ah, you've returned. Ask the... Good. If I did, I'd have let these people out. I've had plenty of time. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the real I trust that.
Oh, what is it?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from... It's a cavalry officer. I had...
So why
as magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent. My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were the next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest. I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead. Very well.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that cooler... What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing and at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle? I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. I think it's your accent, because it sounded like you said, time traveler. But whatever kind of traveler you are, that was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need. Sure. What do you want to know? Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it. Gladly. Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad. Well, she used to run the clinic. She was until this chick, and then she shut herself in the palace. But she's been gone so long now. But one of my patients is suffering. Thanks. That's...
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest. As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions. The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler. Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Help unless you don't tell me.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but It's a long saga.
Have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
That's crazy how that all just came back.
I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock.
Hemlock?
It's a deadly poison made from a plant. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning. That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
I see.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
Yeah, he's acting nice.
Don't you think I know that? I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what happened to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course. I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
As I can
You would make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you. All right.
What can I do?
But
oh yeah, story.
You mean my life story? Oh, well, our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while, until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless, and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river, and then the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here. Thank you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing, given what's happened since.
I understand. Alright, I think that's it.
All right.
So, oh yeah, it's getting dark out here too. Yeah. About to take this joint again.
How much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Daces, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
And I hear...
Yeah, that's the one crazy thing. It's like I've not been able to find Rufus once.
Greetings and salutations.
There's what? It's down there.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Oh.
Ave again. Did you find... Come.
You're all the way back up here. Alright. I'll honestly rob him again.
How'd you do? Malleolus.
Okay.
Very well.
By the way. Yes. So I need to go. Trying to see which way do I need to slide through. Okay, so it's gonna be this way. Because if they thinking I'm about to be here, like, nope.
I speak with the dogs.
Wait, where's the, Oh, here we go. We still.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening. Yulia? Oh no. All right, I can do that. I'll go. But once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Yep, nope, I peeped it. I was like, wait. Because at first I was going to just ignore him, but then I realized, I was like, wait, I think I know where they're going with this.
Salve, friend. Welcome. All right.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh, no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you...
Why do you... I'm sorry.
Please, help him. Thank...
You know about that? How is that possible? Well, if you don't understand... It's too late for that. Yulia and I made a pact, and she's already swallowed hemlock this morning. If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her. I can't do that. Oh, really? That changes things a little. But we're still in debt bondage to that monster. Unless you happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
It's just serious. Wait, why do you need that, bro?
Yulia and I are in debt bondage to Malleolus. We might as well be slaves. And that's how much it will take to buy our freedom back.
How did you get yourself into this?
Oh. So it's my fault. Is that it? You know what?
No! I didn't mean this.
I am out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
I didn't mean that. Oh, wow. Now I gotta rob this shit again. Bro, I can't believe this. I'm mad now because I gotta rob them all over again. Where's the what's the name so I can just, yeah.
I hope you're taking care of yourself.
How much money I got now? Still gonna need more. Alright then, for now let me get like some other stuff done so when I do go to like here, water.
What?
Wow. I was thinking like, okay, might be someplace that leads to. And then the crazy thing was, I didn't even go all the way in there either.